Welcome back, everyone, to another round of Gore Made Breaks. Before we get started, I got to give a very special shout out to the following Patreon members: Shane with Oddball Cards, and a quack to you, good sir, T-Bone, Wayne Hunt, and of course, Michael P with Basketball Cards. How are we doing? It is Saturday, and as always, it is that time for some sweet, sweet ripping. Oddball, you are, of course, leading us off with a pair of each of these. That was fancy. Look at that. That's precision work right there. And Oddball, you are leading us off. You, of course, have a mystery pack as well. So thank you for getting your order in early. Shlaney, how are you doing? And just like that, it is officially go time. Let's go ahead and get tonight's festivities underway. Oddball, please let me know, who are your early calls for battle mates of the evening? Who has done something topical or maybe a resurging rookie we can look to? Brent Rooker, I think I would pick him, but he doesn't typically get enough love in the hobby for him to have a ton of cards, but that would be pretty sweet. Let's see if we can find a couple of folks in here. We got Donruss, so there's going to be some legends in there, some prospects in there. A lot of tonight is 2025 Donruss. And then obviously you have Series 2 and Heritage. So I don't know. Who can we find? Let's start off with Polanco and then Acuna. All right, he had a nice throw the other day. That was pretty funny. And that's what happens when you get caught slacking. Which I wonder if he's done any scouting. Like, for him to have caught that fly ball and then throw to third immediately as he did. I wonder what scouting report said. Homeboy's lazy. All right, we got an early CC there. What year of Ginter is that? 2006, it looks like. Chad P in the house. How are you? Okay, Scott Bankhead, Deion James, Tucker versus Seiya. I like it. That's a wrap. We'll go King Tuck versus Seiya Suzuki. Okay, Dexter Fowler. There's Timmy Rock Reigns, so a little Hall of Fame action in there, Oddball. These, again, have been getting better and better, which I appreciate, and I hope that they continue to make these because they have been getting fun. Rick Burleson, Reese Hoskins, Glenn Braggs a lot, Adam Eaton, 2018. You ever know sometimes, I don't remember all the codes, if there's image variations in here. And then this is an interesting card. It's Jorge Cortez, first-year Bowman. It's when they did the fat card, like a 75-point card, with the gold signature there. Kind of cool. Obviously, he never really amounted to, a collectible card. But there is Paul Konerko. What is this? Fleer Genuine. It's got a boogered corner. 2002 Fleer Genuine. There's so many cards in here that, like, I've gone on eBay after these and kind of looked some of them up just to get a sense of, are there boxes available? They just look like great cards to rip. Redis, there's BJ Upton. Scott Kingery there. Is that a plus 300? 2019 Ginter. Let's see. It is. High number. I think that's one thing you can kind of count on. Wes Gardner there. Al Albuquerque. That sounds like a made-up name. Austin Mocker. And then another CC. So two CC cards in here. 2008 Upper Deck Baseball. Let's sleeve it for the Hall of Fame nostalgia. I'll sleeve the other one as well. Somebody was enjoying getting this one collated. That's what I was going to say. Sometimes I feel like these companies that do these big repacks, they're not all necessarily card people. So you'll find that there will be some of the more obscure SPs that I don't think they're quite aware of. And you can get those. I had showed that Gypsy Queen, Tony Gwynn. It was like a dual SP, actually, where I don't think that the people collating it know. So that might be the thing you're hunting for versus, a big name player rookie. But you never know, and they're free. So what can you say? Oddball, I don't see if you had a dealer's choice, which I know is what you normally defer to. But let me know if you want to see one thing before the other. I'm just going to go ahead and get all this ready to go while everyone's waiting. And Shalani, I don't know. I don't know what, when I think of a hit, I'm thinking like a numbered card or an autograph. Oh, any order. Sorry, I just was not paying attention. And yes, you did. I can see that now. And you even used the @ symbol. Just a complete failure on my part to pay attention, Oddball. I apologize. Yeah, I picture like a numbered card or an auto. I would not, actually, I have that one sitting over here still. I would not count on that, but oh no, I don't have it sitting over here. Oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry. I'm making up stories as I go along. This is what I would count on as a sneaky hit that they just are not aware of. So Tony Gwynn obviously retired, so that's a high number SP right off the bat. And then you have the team script is a different font. That's another SP. So that is 2 SPs on this card. And I could see your just kind of average factory worker not knowing that that is anything special. You obviously realize when a card has been autographed or something, but those are the kind of hits I would expect to see. I would expect to see the more obscure SPs, even an image variation. An image variation that they would not be aware of. And 2 different, interesting. You never know what you're going to get. Hence the mystery in the mystery pack. All right. Ready? Oddball. Let's do this. 2025 Series 2. And we'll see how the hobby has changed since we were anticipating these. There's Grisham, AJ, Martinez, DJ, Leo Gomez, rookie. There's Tristan. Has anybody picked Tristan up? I do think he got released. We got Bednar, Hodge, Framber, Bryce Miller, Deshaun Kiersey, rookie, Josh Bell, Josh Smith, Cards, Ruiz, James Outman, Duran, Darren Baker. So I always sleeve him. I've never heard much about Mr. Baker, but just for the namesake, he gets a sleeve. Soriano, Massey, Goldie, Thomas Sagezi, rookie. There's Shota, Myers, Collins. We got Matt McClain. There's Glaber Day. Kumar Rocker, rookie. Mateo, Adamas Nola. Blue Jays, Max Fried, Fortes, Bobichette Williams, the Royals, and Kyle McCann. We'll slip back here. Kopech, DeLuca, Walter Pennington, rookie. Mason Miller, the Reaper, Singleton, Vic Rowe, Billy Cook, Lopez, Montas, Yepes, Buccos, and Mr. Cannon. All right, let's go this way. We got Riley Green, Jarren Duran, Wyatt Langford, and Jarren Duran. You saw that right. A pair of Durans. Corey Seager, OPS leader. Freddie Freeman gets the 1990 treatment. Miguel Andujar and Gavin Lux in your Diamantes. Rainbow foil of the 3 and no card, and then Luis Severino gets your holofoil. So nice multi-parallel pack there for the odd one. All right. We got one more Series 2, and then we will go to Heritage, which has also been a fun rip this year. Lots of SPs. What's new in the game? Not a whole lot. If you've been following along, baseball season and cards are just trucking along. I'm kind of enjoying it, actually. I feel like I was getting annoyed of the constant new series and new online only things from a few years ago where it was just impossible to keep up with. I kind of like that we've gotten back to normal, if you want to consider it that. All right, let's go back to front. Ready? iCert rookie, Chris Walker. We got Kopech. Now, there are those sneaky SPs that I think people miss out on. They're the rookie ones. Obviously, Christian Walker is not one of them, but you get the idea. DeLuca, Pennington, Miller, same cards as last collation. Cook, Lopez, Montas, Yepes. There's Reed Detmers, Renfro, Contreras, Trevor McDonald, rookie. Chorio, Gold Cup. Spaghetti Arrighetti, George Kirby. Duke Ellis, rookie. Sleeve him. Why not? Yankee, rookie. I'll do it. Story, Julian, and Lawler. There's the Padres. You saw crazy stat. I mean, I don't really care for the guy, so I don't ever look much into him, but I did not realize that Manny Machado has like 13 grand slams. Like, at what point do you just take the run and walk the guy? Buxton, Kierstad, which reminds me of Kyle Stowers. Might be time to start digging out your Kyle Stowers cards. Tigers, Strider, Woody, Tanya, the Mets, Blaze, Moochie, Yandy, Hyson Kim, rookie. Nice new rookie there. Grichuk, Salvi, Arias, Andrew Walters, rookie, Ibanez, Robbie Ray, Ty Madden, Wilson, JD, and Andy Pajes, Jaron Durant, Austin Martin, Nathan Lucas, which is how you say that guy's name. And then there's your Cubby card. But hey, Miguel Andujar in gold. So Oddball gets some numbers. The Luis Angel Acuna rookie. Why not? Fat Rock Machado. We just said him. Freeman and Jackson Jobe rookie. You don't see too many of the Jackson Jobe cards. Jackson Merrill, OPS leader. Brent Rooker, who I said earlier we probably wouldn't see any Brent Rooker cards. Well, I put my foot in my mouth. Shota and Jake Myers, Diamante, Austin Martin, Rainbow, and the Miguel Andujar in gold. Now, see, if we were counting him, that would be worth a twofer. I don't have any qualms with them wanting to walk Cal Raleigh since he's, hit 38 dingers already, won a home run derby, and is looking every bit like he's going to make a run at 62, which I do believe most of us consider the true home run record, minus that Bonds individual. All right, Oddball, let's move over into Heritage. We already know how these are going to go. All right. Well, it's good that, at least she's got her priorities. I'd say health and family come before baseball cards, right? All right, ready? Oddball, let's do this. Sosa, Mitchell Parker, Colton Cowser, Gold Cup card. There's Framber, Mitch Keller, Jose Moran. I don't feel like the photography on these get enough love, right? Okay, Grissom, Massey, Jordan Lawler. Mr. Shunk gets a sleeve just because. Bader, Josh Smith, Kobe Mayo, rookie. He never really added up to what we were hoping he was going to, but still a big name rookie, still worth a sleeve. Leon, O'Neal Cruz hit a ball, 513 feet in the home run derby. Absolute nuts. Just do that in games more. Gio, Montero, Mr. Marsh, Dylan Cruz. Another guy we see or hope gets to full hype measurement. Santander, JV, talk about him retiring. We'll see. Sean Reynolds, rookie. The Holidays. There's Rizzo, Orelvis Martinez, rookie. Soler, Riley Green is looking great. Zach Wheeler, underrated. Luis Garcia, Seymour, George Brett, insert. Here we go for the parallels. We got the Jonaheim light purple. Tobias Myers, burgundy. Jose Caballero in chrome. And then Jesus Sanchez, high number. All right, Oddball, let's go. Second time around. Factory sets, they're done with that? If that might be true, some of you guys do a better job of researching these things than me. That would be interesting. I'm surprised to hear that, if that is in fact true. Kopech, Luis Matos, there's Yogi, Jake Eater, Otto Lopez, rookie. He's a tough rookie to pull. Okay, Stan the Man, Gunner, triplet of pitchers there. Aaron Judge, All-Star, gets a sleeve. Brett Lauder, rookie, gets a sleeve. Joey Ortiz, Gold Cup. Mason Wynn, Gold Cup. Shanaway, Tyler Stevenson, Paredes. What do we got here? This just fell out of there. A scraplin of a card. We'll just put that in the garbage. World Series champ, Jack Flaherty. Snellzilla, Bob Gibson, Zach Geloff, Luis Peralta, Edwin Diaz, Matt Strom, Young, Kierstad, Blanco, Chapman, Chorio, Tyler O'Neill, full foil, Judge, Schwallenbach, rookie insert, Duke Ellis, he got a sleeve in the Series 2, so we go light purple on this one. Sonny Gray's played for everybody. Reese Hines, rookie in chrome, and the big dumper right there. High number SP for the odd one. Oddball, nicely done, sir. To get us started off this evening. You guys might have seen that we are down to our final Judge foil to grade worthy. There it is. I will make that happen. He's up in a bit. And he got one of the things I was just about to reference. He got one of the mega boxes. I only got 4. The days of just buying cases on autopilot are done. So I got 4 of them. 3 of them claimed, leaves 1 left. I picked up just a handful more blasters. Those were a lot of fun last week. And then I got one box of fat packs just to see if I could split up the sourcing of where I got things. Would we have a chance of pulling multiple whammies? I don't know, but that was the thought process. I think if you get a case, you're like, at best you're going to get one, right? You're definitely not going to get multiple out of the same case. At least I wouldn't think so. Which also takes me to, I did get two more of those Diamond King boxes. We got an SSP of Jackie Robinson last weekend. Maybe this week would be the hometown, or I'm sorry, downtown pull. You never know. And then you might have seen the comment too, a hobby box of 2020 Bowman Draft is available. Obviously, if anybody wants to buy it for themselves, it's just a pricey box. That was on the list, available to be broken. Anyway, Oddball, one more time. Thank you, sir. Okay, it takes us to Chatty P. Chatty P, you got a Mega, so you'll get us our first sighting of the Mega. And you, of course, have a mystery pack, which has been graciously gifted over to the odd one. We'll make that happen. Ready? Here we go. Chatty P, best of luck tonight. Chad, you're still Fatty's first. You're still you're keeping all the cards so far, correct? And Oddball, you are very welcome. Okay, Greg Holland. Already looks like some 87 Donruss there. I'm liking that. And 87 Tops was the other bookend card I just saw. Let's see what we got. Starlin Castro, Strawberry, Sleeve, CC. Did somebody like sell their entire CC Sabathia collection? I feel like that's what happened. Rodell Lazo rookie. Jim Slatton. Let's see. Brent Myers from the Phils. This could be an SP, a sneaky one. Is it Miguel Valorio or Mabris Valoria? Sorry, no weird SPs happening on the back there. Edgardo Alfonso, Donruss Studio 2001. This feels like a 55-point card stock, which is kind of interesting. Seriously, guys, how much fun have these been? I keep saying that because they are. All right, Yohan Moncada, that's 2020. Steve Garvey, 87 Donruss. Why not? Casey Candell, if you were collecting back in the late 80s, you remember that name coming up quite a bit. Who's that? Ken Giles, early Bowman. Eddie Rosario. Tom Evans, early. I'm loving seeing the early Bowman. Kind of cool. Lenny Webster. We got Kenny's Vargas. Andy Bennis. I remember this. When this year of Leaf came out, that was a pretty cool year. Dustin DeMuth first. Mike Vale was at 83 Tops. And then the X-Man, Xander Bogaerts. Oddball, these are all coming your way, courtesy of Chatty P. And who knew you're now a CC Sabathia super collector with all these new CC cards. All right. Set those over there. Let's go, Chatty P. Going fat packs. Going fat packs. Here we go. We have not opened any of these. I don't even know what the fat pack exclusive parallel is, but we're about to learn together. Ready. Judge. Let's see. Bobby Miller. Mo. Reggie. The Rocket. Junior Caminero. Mike Schmidt. The Kid. We got Big Unit. Mr. Puros. And we got Green Laser Edgar. Very nice. Willie Stargell. Optic. Okay, Robin Ventura, Dustin Pedroia, Andrew Jones, Dylan Cruz, rated rookie. Still can't believe that they didn't do James Woods in a rookie. Pablo Lopez, or Sandoval. Sorry, I don't know where I got Lopez from. Nick York, rated rookie. And Walker Janik, upside down, optic. Kinsler, Austin Wells, Evan Carter, Jim Cott, Pee Wee Reese, Luis Angel Acuna, rookie. Milestone of Tom Terrific. Franklin Arias, prospect. Dylan Head, prospect. Roman Anthony, prospect. And Christian Moore, prospect. Send Edgar Green Laser to Donald. I will put that in Donald's box. I think that's the first thing, Donald, that you're going to have. So just be aware whenever shipping comes around. Okay. So got 2 more fat packs. We'll see what else we can find out of here. I didn't see the shock. Now, are the shocks, I guess, exclusive, or maybe we just got hit with a weird pack that didn't have them? Okay, now Donald. All right, let's go second pack. Let's see if we can't find some of those shocks. Not one per. Got it. So that is the chase. We'll call it that. The shock parallel. What color are they? Is that like all kind of foiled color? Okay, let's see. Upside down doesn't really matter because they're all going to be every which way. There's Man Ram, Eddie Matthews, Kierstad, Jake PV, Juan Marichal, and a oh, it's like green and red. I don't think I noticed that it was green and red. Nice. Johnny Mize, Bucky Dent, Primetime, Rhett Lauder rookie, Alex Gordon, another green. So that one is green and red. I tried to look. It's not numbered, and this is just all green. The Spencer Jones prospect, very nice. Kinsler, Optic, Norby, Zebby, Oliva, Will the Thrill, Kobe Mayo, Johnny Bench. Chase DeLauer is your Optic. The Wizard, Nolan Ryan, Biggio, Lawler, Catfish, Smoltzy, Hurd prospect, Connor Griffin prospect, Augustine Ramirez, and Sebastian Walcott. All right, let's hope that pack number 3 is the lucky pack here. I don't think we've seen a single Seiya or a King Tuck card yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if either of those guys. I could see Seiya. Sometimes the foreign players have different contracts, and you can get their cards for a little bit later into the Panini products. Not sure about Mr. King Tuck. Okay. Yeah, Rooker is winning, right? We should have counted him. Rook went deep in the game, came up just short in the home run derby, which I feel like no shame in losing even by an inch or less than an inch to the guy that winds up winning the whole thing. And Dragon fan, having good luck out of the hobby boxes. Nice to hear. Okay, ready? We got Edgar Martinez. Let's see. Cliff Lee, Chipper, Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson. He should have got a rookie logo. Kumar gets a rookie logo. Andrew Jones got blue and red, that one. Jim Palmer, Donnie Baseball, Jimmy Rollins, Bags, Yachty, Man of Steel, Austin Wells, Optic, A-Rod, Skeens, Wagner, rookie, Lou Gehrig, Jake Bloss. There's your shock. And that is a nice-looking shock parallel. The Cam Caminetti rated prospect. That's a classy-looking deal there. So fat packs only on that. Digging it. Got 9 more fat packs left for anybody else wanting to track down a shock. I am excited to see this mega box here. Okay, next up we got Jack Leiter, Wayno, Andrew Walters, rookie, Hudson, Big Poppy, the Yachty Elite. I did go back and look up those in parallels. They look pretty clean. Okay, JD Dix prospect. Who's that? Carter Holton prospect, Theo Gillen. And our last prospect is the Jesus Made. All right. Let me get these sleeved, and then we will move on to our first of 3, right now anyway, mega box sightings. Okay. Almost done. Okay, so far so good. Lots of sleeve 'em ups there, Chatty P, out of 3 fat packs. Not a bad little haul there. Okay. These ones, 2 autos or patches, you know the deal. On average. How many packs do these have? 6 packs, so 6 relatively plump packs, at least compared to tops nowadays. All right, and I don't know if they're like always in the same spot, but we're going to find out together. Some of you might already know if you've watched enough videos. Okay, Kinsler, Austin Wells, Carter, Jim Cott, Pee Wee, Luis Angel Acuna rookie, Edgar, Cliff Lee, and Chipper. Gradeworthy, how are you doing, sir? Bobby Witt with the red and blue. Luis Angel Acuna, nice Rockets parallel rookie. Kobe Mayo. That's also, and that's going to be the Liberty or Statue of Liberty one. Christian Moore, rated prospect, blue velocity out of Optic. That's pretty sweet. Who's that? Then Christian Moore, and I've just said that. Christian Moore also gets the Liberty. Michael Young, another blue. Big Hurt goes standard Optic there. Cole Young, prospect. Enrique Bradfield Jr. Harangelo, is it Clintay? He's the guy that can throw with both hands, right? And then Kevin Alcantara. Not a bad first pack. Good grief. This is going to keep me busy. We only have 4 people on the list, so I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these up. Why bother giving myself homework? It gives you guys more time to chat as well. All right. Didn't I don't know how to say his name. It's like Clintay with a J in there. He pitched, I believe, in the Futures game. Didn't he? Did you guys see that? Breaking Benjamin. That's a name I have not heard in a while. And Flyleaf. That is like a blast from the past concert. Is it all still the original band, all still together? I feel like you kind of lose track of some of these guys. Okay, next pack. Again, these have 6 packs in them. Okay, we got Kumar Rocker, rookie. Braun, Moose, Campaneris, Slammin' Sammy, Billy Martin, The Professor, Judge, Bobby Miller. There's the Rocket, blue and red. Catfish gets your Liberty. Charlie Condon, that's a prospect, blue and red. Marcelo Mayer, rated prospect, velocity. Another Liberty, 2 per pack, it appears. Carter Holton, prospect. Evan Carter in blue. Juan Marichal, your standard Optic. Caldwell, Kyle Teal, Kellen Lindsay, and Tyson Neighbors. Keep the cat. Well, thank you, sir. Let me make sure I can remember to do that as I'm like going through here sleeving these. Chatty P, I appreciate that. I don't own any of the Donruss yet. It's a great Juan Marichal card. You wouldn't really even notice anything missing logo-wise. Donruss is definitely... It's hard to go wrong unless the prices of the boxes get like super inflated, which did happen last year. Hobby boxes got up to like over $200. Then it becomes hard, I feel like, to thank you, sir, for the catfish. Then it becomes hard to like get your money back. But you know, if you're looking at like all these parallels, they all kind of would fall under the, you know, the at least $1, right? So you could picture these in like a $1 box somewhere. And then you start factoring in that sometimes it's hard to get 10s out of foils and whatnot. It's definitely a box I feel like you can almost be pretty safe about being able to get your money back. It's just Ben Burley and Lacey Sturm, Flyleaf, and then husband playing guitar, Breaking Benjamin, still original. That's awesome. That is, I feel like it's almost a shame that some of those people could get like replaced and you might not notice, you know, but cool to hear. All right, Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson, another Kumar rookie, Braun again, Moose again, Campaneris, Sammy, Billy Martin. There's the Doc. You got Johnny Bench, Liberty style, Carson Williams, Liberty style, and some freaking points, which I hope those didn't get snagged. Chatty P, let me know if you want me to do anything with that. Let's see. We got Brandon Sproat in a hollow prism. Bucky Dent in Optic. Spencer Jones in Bomb Squad. Caldwell. Oh, that's right. Thank goodness I didn't flip it over, so you're good. Kyle Teal, Lindsay, and then Tyson Neighbors. Didn't they used to have it like all on the front? Because I remember people like stealing the points if you accidentally showed them. I was thinking that was going to be the back of a card. I could see like the yellow border coming. Hey, with any luck, Vader's in the house. How are you doing, sir? Bench Liberty to Michael. Will do. Will do. Look at that in there. Vader, long time no see. Okay. There is your bench. I just remember that happening in the past, and it was like such a pain in the butt that like people are so quick to be stealing the cards. And Vader, I need to get you reacquainted with the world of feeling blue here. Let's see. Boom, Dunzo. Almost Dunzo. They added a new click. Dunzo. All right. Michael P. probably working 5 jobs today alone. He'll be happy to receive that, though, no doubt. All right. That and that. All right. So we got one of the hits. With any luck, that would be the relic card, right? Instead of the auto. Okay, there's Maddox, Judge, Bobby Miller, Mo, Reggie, the Rocket, Waldrep, Jackson Chorio, James Wood, missing a rookie logo. That sucks. Jake Arrieta, blue and red. A-Rod, Liberty. Sebastian Walcott, blue and red again. Velocity, Carson Williams, optic. We have Dalton Rushing, prospect, Liberty. Jim Thome, Velocity. Johnny Mize, optic. Triantos, Honeycutt, Christian Campbell, and then Aiden Miller. On vacation as of 4 p.m. yesterday. That's got to feel good. When does all of this bliss come to an end, Gradeworthy? How long are you on vacation for? And by the way, Chatty P, 2 more packs to go. 2 more packs to go. Gradeworthy, you're up next. You got some 2016. And you got your very own mega box of this. Off for a week. Well, you got any plans, or are you doing staycation style? Could see you getting some good, some grandkid action in there. Let's see. All right, one more. 2 packs to go. Still expecting to see a relic, which I assume is going to be staycation. Hey, sometimes those are the best kinds, right? No stress, no travel stress. Are these still the Jersey King cards? All right. Man Ram, Eddie Matthews, Kierstad, PV, Marischal, Primetime, Rhett Lauder, Alex Gordon, Jim Palmer, Jace Jung, prospect, red and blue, Skeens, Liberty, Brock Wilkin, and then how about that? The donut holes, Jordan Lawler, and then boom, that is a new one. I don't remember seeing this parallel out of 69, the Catfish parallel. Please, somebody tell me what is the name of that parallel. That is classy. Electric. That is a cool parallel. Very nice. And Thomas Sagezi goes optic. We got the Colt Keith. Diamond Marvels, Bazana, Hauk, K-Shaw, and then Braden Montgomery. Nicely done, Chatty P. I hope that we can see more stuff like that. And by that, I mean like cool numbered parallels. At least 1 per box would be pretty sweet. Chatty P, Lawler, black bubbles to the odd one. I will make that happen. Finish sleeving these bad boys up. Okay. Hobbyist, how are you doing on this fine Saturday? Okay, Jordan Lawler will go to the oddball. Dunzo. Okay, we're down to our last pack. I assume we're going to find our jersey card in here. I have been talking to someone who he's a local guy, and he's got reportedly quite a few cards that he wants to auction off. So I'm hoping that in the near future, we'll be able to work something out and be able to provide more auctions, at least as long as we can make it through whatever his collection is he's trying to sell. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Okay, Donnie Baseball, Jimmy Rollins, Bags, Yachty, Ricky, Mike Pizza, Michael Young, Jim Thome. We got Kinsler. We got the purple Jet Williams. Not numbered, but clearly something a little different there. Will Wagner, Liberty, Rushing, blue. Bobby Breck is Liberty again. Brooks Lee, Velocity, Jersey Kings of Josuar Gonzalez. We got Cal, Iron Man there, Noah Schultz, Dante Nori, Colt Emerson, and Ethan Anderson. I guess maybe similar to the way Topps does that that kind of like navy blue, royal blue parallel in retail. That's the first time we've seen that. We've opened quite a few blasters. I think we opened 10 to be exact last weekend. So first sighting of the purple. And Chatty Pete, you are very welcome, sir. This one looks different too. It's got to be like a different, the way they break down the colors for different formats. The ones out of the blasters seemed much more orange than this one, which seems like heavily blue. Unless, of course, it is a just blue parallel. It could be unnumbered. So that is considered blue. It's not just that they are all blue in mega boxes. And Oddball, you're very welcome. Hey, I gotta have fun too, right? While we're doing this. So, like I said, Donruss is almost a guarantee that it's going to be a fun break. The hobby boxes are really nice breaks. Just one of those like price dependent things. We'll see. Maybe one day we'll rip open one of the 2021 boxes, get some Jazz or some Scooble Dooble. I need to go back and look. There are a few decent prospects, which is kind of funny to think that like one of the best prospects selling wise is still Voldemort. Okay, out of 2021. I guess people buy his cards just for the kind of, I guess, like the freak factor of it, right? Gradeworthy, did you want to see your 2016 first, or did you want to see the 2025 first? Let me know. And didn't you say you got the whole set? I thought last week we completed the set. If that is the case and you don't want them all, let me know. All right, don't need the base, so we're back to just the good stuff. By the way, I still have a ton of them. Well, I have all of them, really. The cards that he didn't want. So if anybody else is trying to build the sets of 2016 or just wants them, send me a message. Gypsy Queen, same. Yeah. 2019 Gypsy Queen has been a lot of fun. I feel like we've been averaging almost. Hey, Scott Burke, how are you doing? We've been averaging almost like one type of SP per those value packs. Okay, Donaldson, King Felix, Mad Max, Colby Lewis, Mad Bum, Chris Davis, Todd Father, Andrelton, Pujols, Arrieta, Longo, Waino, Lester, Moochie, Jay Hay, Frankie Lindor, Cueto, McCann, Smoltzy, Donnie Baseball. I'm going to go ahead and throw that one in there. I still have them, Chatty P. Still have them because people don't respond or they respond after the cutoff and, you know, that type of a thing. Gradeworthy, you're right. It's been sitting right here. Sorry, I'll get through this guy. Iron Man, Puckett, J Up. Got the Peraza rookie, Seager rookie, Altuve, Diamond King, Severino rookie, Alex Reyes, Prospect, Mo, Masters, and then Miggy. Yep. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to put the person by name, you know. Somebody will be offended or think that I'm trying to embarrass them, which is not the case at all. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, Gradeworthy. All right, we got Freddie Freeman on one side, and then usually it kind of goes, we'll go to about there. Okay, let's see. Trevor Hoffman, Fleer Futures. That's a cool looking card, worth the sleeve. David Green, never seen this card before. Jose Barrios. It is, some of those sets, you know, they're over 700 cards. Pat Rapp. Got Al Lopez, Cooperstown. George Brett, 90 score. CC one more time. I'm convinced. There's the Hojo white spot error card. Just kidding. Somebody had to sell their entire CC collection. Chris Truby. Who's that? Michael Chavis getting the call. Another CC. Larry Anderson, Ruben Sierra Opeachy. We got Scott Fletcher, early score. I think that's 92. No, 91. Bobby Witt. Who's that? Brian Holman, Jorge Alfaro, rookie out of 2017. And hey, a numbered card. That one slipped in there. Parker Bridwell, but that is a numbered card, 17 out of 50. Extra edition, Felipe Omont. Well, okay. We'll throw that in there. Yeah, I wonder if like they bought like lots of cards. I don't know. This could be a white back SP. I'm not sure, but that was like some of the SPs. The back color was different. Yeah, I don't know how I remember a long time ago there was talk of somebody buying like old cards by the pound. I could see that being a way to do this, but then I wonder if they bought like bigger named cards by the lot and just kind of like sprinkled them in there. Okay, Colin McHugh, Matty Cart, Mr. Trout, Pollock, Altuve, Shorea, David Price, Chapman, Longo, Waino, Lester, Mucci, J. Hay, Lindor, Yoenis, Escobar, Adubel, Michael Franco, Strasburg, Ichiro, Vizquel, and Pete Rose. Got a sweet checklist here. Let's see what else we got there. You're going to want that checklist. Greg Bird, rookie. Yankees. Got to love him. Dozier, Diamond Kings. Miguel Sano, rookie. AJ Reed, prospect. Schwarbaum, rookie. We got the Mad Bum, Batting, Power Alley, and then Nolan Avocado. There we go. All right. Here we go. Mega Box number 2. Mega Box number 2. Gradeworthy, best of luck, sir. Okay. Hopefully, we will not have another case of points, Gradeworthy. And also, I'm hoping we get a Donnie Baseball parallel for you. Okay, Wagner, rookie. Lou Gehrig, Blas, Francona, Colt Keith, Iriarte, rookie. Jim Leland, Carlos Beltran. Leiter, blue and red. Johnny Mize, Liberty. Kendall George, Liberty. Iriarte, Donut Holes, auto. Jack Leiter. Jack Leiter is your auto. So we definitely busted the points rally, and hopefully that's the end of the points for tonight. Kyle Teal, Optic. A-Rod, Optic. Spencer Jones, Elite. Williams, Rushing, Wilkin, and Brody Breck. Okay. Let's see. I remember that being in the same spot last pack, so hopefully they're doing things a little bit different. There is Pedro. We got Robin Ventura, Pedroia, Andrew Jones, Dylan Cruz, rookie. Pablo, York, Tejada, Pudge. Got the Waino, blue and red. Bucky Dent, Liberty. Mizrowski, blue and red. Prospect, that's a cool card. Dylan Head, Velocity. Daughtry, Liberty. Jimmy Rollins, Velocity. Johnny Bench goes Optic. Condone, Hess, King, and Steerling. Let's go ahead and get these sleeved. There's so many like parallels, and I always sleeve the prospect cards because it kind of reminds me of, Bowman first. You never really know. Okay, we got 4 packs to go. And Vader's gift box to Shalani is up next, and that will be right now. That's all that is on the list. Okay. Like I said, so many. Usually I just try to sleeve all these parallels, but my goodness, Donruss definitely juices the packs with all these parallels, and it's a good problem to have, though, right? I'm sure you'll start to see the graded versions of these coming out. I did try to look. Some of the elite parallels were really nice looking. I don't feel like they didn't necessarily pick some of the best photos for the elite little subset. They picked ones where you can kind of see the lack of team logos, which I kind of felt like was a little bit of an oversight. I still feel like it's weird that they can have patch cards that show a part of the logo, but you can't show even like the hinting of a letter, like right here. Obviously, you wouldn't be able to see the whole name. Just something to like fill in that void so it doesn't look so blank. But I don't know. There must be a different legal loophole for that. I almost feel like they should just do it like AI. Have you ever seen when AI generates clothes with words on them? Usually the words, like, it's not even like in English or anything. It's just kind of weird letters that, you know, they appear to be letters, but in closer inspection, they're not really. Okay, Prince, Wizard, Nolan Ryan, BGO, Lawler, Catfish, Smoltz, Jack Leiter, and then Wayno. Like I said, just throwing like something right there, I think would completely change the appearance of the card. Walters, blue and red, Big Hurt, Liberty, Cam Caminiti, Liberty, Jim Leland. And I went back and looked. The 87 card that is supposedly one of the key 87 cards, which is horse crap, but it is his managerial rookie card. Slade Caldwell, prospect and optic. Kobe Mayo, just straight up optic. Milestone of Chef. We got Nick Kurtz. He's a big dude. Luis Baez, any relation to El Mago, Dollander, and then Malcolm Moore. Does everybody know? Is he related to El Mago? I guess whenever I see names now, the first question I always have is like, are they related to another big name star of that name? Because it does seem like there's quite a bit of, you know, relations between some of these players. Acuna, obviously, they got theirs. Then you got the Holidays, and I'm sure the list goes on and on. Usually there's only room in baseball for one of those relatives to be a standout. The blank caps. Yes. I mean, it's very noticeable. Anyway, like I said, I find it odd that they could have part of a logo to where you could totally make out what team it is by the patch, but you can't have it like in photo form. It just doesn't make sense to me. Wow, that is awesome. You definitely came to the right channel to spread that. So appreciate you. There's Mike Pizza, Young, Jim Tomey, Brooks Lee, Buster Posey, Tony Perez, Caminero, and Schmidt. Thank you, Gradeworthy. Okay, Jordan Lawler, blue and red. Another purple, this time Hagen Smith. Spencer Spaghetti Arrighetti in Liberty. Bryce Eldridge, Velocity. Chase Burns, Liberty. Jim Palmer. And there's our Jersey King, Kalen Culpepper. So another blue. I guess now that's 2 for 2, right? So they just all blue. It appears that way. Maybe not. Maybe we just got lucky. Lou Gehrig in Optic. Amick, Burns, Spencer Jones, and Trey Morgan. I know you never know, Carter, what type of information you might find in the chat. You didn't even know you needed to know it, right? All right. Here we go. 2 more packs to go, Gradeworthy. We got our auto. We got our patch. Carter, by the way, how are you doing? Let's see. Megas. So they're all okay. So that's kind of what I was wondering, if they're just all megas or all blue, and then all blasters appear to be all orange, which is nice. I feel like you get something different. And hey, you know, it adds one more card for the future rainbow. I'm just hanging in there, Carter. Just hanging in there. Well, still working on getting moved. Got bit by about 50 wasps yesterday, so that was cool. Ken Griffey Jr. there. Big Unit, Pujols, Spaghetti, Iron Man, Segezi, Mize, Bucky. Then we have the Catfish, Iron Man, Tommy Troy, Spencer Jones, Liberty, Colt Keith, Donut Holes, Acetate, Acetate, Cam Caminetti. I know that 51 would have just pushed me right over the edge, but I had a can of wasp spray, so I won in the end. Tyson Neighbors, Optic. Oh, that is not just Optic. That is another donut hole Optic. And then Will Wagner, regular Optic. Kendall George, Daughtry, Caminetti one more time, and then Bryce Eldridge, and now our final pack. Final pack. Here we go. Okay, Big Hurt. Connor Norby, Zebby, Oliva, Will the Thrill, Mayo, Bench, A-Rod, and Skeens. There's Smoltz, Bag, Liberty, Sagezi, Liberty, Blue, Velocity, Franklin Arias, Prospect Card, Trey Morgan, Liberty, Donnie Baseball, Parallel on the last pack. So nicely done, grade-worthy. Skeens in Optic, Arias, Head, Roman Anthony, and Christian Moore. Last pack mojo for grade-worthy. Congrats to you, sir. Nice way to close out that mega box. And then we've got one more getting opened next. Is a nifty gifty, and you know how those tend to work out. All right. We get these all sleeved, and then, as you know from the comments, Shalani, you've got a nifty gifty mega box coming to you from none other than Lord Vader. We haven't seen in a while, so hope he's doing well. Heartbroken, I'm sure, over the loss of Ohtani, but also probably happy to see that Mike Trout is back and playing. Surprisingly, he's already got, I think, like 17 home runs. If he hasn't hit one again, I think he's like 5 away from 400. So hopefully that's a milestone we'll see this year. And I don't remember the exact number, but I think he's close to a milestone if he didn't already hit it in ribbies. Maybe one of you guys knows what I'm saying. I can picture the announcement, you know, or the stat being discussed in one of the latest highlights, but I can't remember exactly which 1,000 ribbies he's looking at. All right. Dunzo, and I'm glad we did not get 2 mega boxes with points in there. Okay. Chad P, you'd also asked or had, you know, mentioned that could be a good night for trades. I haven't seen any chatter about trades, but if anybody got something out of their box or saw something out of somebody else's box and you wanted to trade them up tonight while we're still live, let me know. All right. Here we go. Shalani via Vader. We've got mega box number 3. There's no telling how these packs are in there, so I don't know if we're going to see the auto come out of the same spot. Told myself I was not going to buy Donruss this year. Design is growing on me, and I'm just loving Donruss is, you know, that is quite all right. I myself am also a Donruss lover. It's just you can't lose interest as you're opening. There's so much stuff to see, and they do have some of the most fun parallels and whatnot. Okay, we got Edgar, Cliff Lee, Chipper, Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson, Kumar rookie, Ryan Braun, and the Moose. We got Alex Gordon, Arrieta, Triantos, donut holes of Alex Gordon. There's our auto, and it is Welbin Francisca. So it does appear, if you take them straight out of the box, that first pack on the right, now 2 times in a row, has had the auto. We got Dylan Head in Optic, Bobby Miller in Optic, Evan Carter, Diamond Marbles, O'Farrell, Jet Williams, Drew Gilbert, and Jared Tomas. Let's see. I don't think there was any other like discernible pattern. I don't know if you guys noticed one. Campaneris, Slam Sammy, Billy Martin, the Professor, Judge, Miller, Mo, Reggie, and the Rocket, Jim Palmer, blue and red. Jace Jung, Liberty, rated rookie there. We got Levi Sterling, blue and red. Leo DeVry, blue velocity. Vance Honeycutt, Liberty. Chipper in blue. The Judge in Optic. Cunningham prospect. That is Rintaro Sasaki, Payne, and then Chase DeLauer. Okay, final pack on the right side is Waldrep, Jackson Chorio, James Wood, Manram, Eddie Matthews, Kierstad, PV, Juan Marichal, and Primetime. There's a Donnie Baseball, blue and red. Kinsler, Liberty, Christian Campbell, Liberty, Jim Palmer, Donut Holes, or Bath Time Bubble Fun. Franklin Arias, Prospect and Optic, the Professor as well. Bomb Squad, Spencer Jones, Roby, Casey, Janik, and Tink. Okay. Doesn't work. I just so nobody's like wasting their time. You got to like actually type like @ and then Gore made breaks, or it doesn't turn it red. But I do see the Judge Optic to grade worthy. I'll make that happen as soon as I get to it. I hate like on your phone. I don't know why like on your phone, why it won't auto like populate the name you're trying to @. On your computer it does, but so many people aren't watching like on a computer. I don't know why on your phone it won't do that. Okay. Almost there. Judge Optic. Judge Optic. And my birthday month. Well, I'm sure I missed it, but happy birthday, Donald, or late birthday. It's nice to watch. Nice to watch and converse with folks that are collecting, right? You can stay up with all the happenings. Get to see what's in some stuff. Okay, Shalane, you got 3 more packs to go. Yeah, I mean, I think most of us do. I watch long form videos, usually, I wouldn't say all DIY videos, but you'll see shows that are put on. I'll watch them on my TV, but I'm never commenting when I'm watching like that. But if I'm watching something, I'm going to comment. It's usually on my phone. I mean, it's almost always on my phone. I think that's just got to be like a programming oversight, or maybe there's something that some more techie nerd can explain why that function doesn't seem to exist. And I don't know if it exists if you're watching like even in an app or through a browser on your phone. Super frustrating though. Okay. Almost there, Shalane, and then 3 more packs to go. The last 3 I'll just leave after the video ends. Watching restoring videos, or restoring videos is definitely a big one for me, Gradeworthy. I like really all the videos that might have like a before and after, you know. They're just fun. Okay, Pudge, Prince, Wizard, Nolan, Biggio, Jordan Lawler, Catfish, and Smoltz, Marichal, blue and red, a purple, Dollander, Darren Baker, Liberty, Morlando, Velocity, Kyle Teal, Liberty, Edgar in blue, Chase DeLauer is your blue ice, Jersey King, there's the Rocket and Optic, Clifford, DeBarge, Gonzalez, and PJ Morlando. 2 packs to go. Jack Leiter, Wayno, Walters, Hudson, Big Poppy, Stargell, Darren Baker, rookie. Bobby Witt Jr. We got Primetime, Bobby Witt, Liberty. Seaver King, blue and red. Lindsay, Rhett Lauder, Donut Holes. Kevin Alcantara, Acetate. Malcolm Moore, Donut Holes. Reggie, Optic. Beng, or Benj, I don't know how you say Carson's name. DeVry, Tommy Troy, and then another Mizrowski prospect. Mizrowski going to be a sought-after card if he can continue out the rest of the season like he started it. Final pack. Final pack. Here we go. Doc, Arrieta, Jace Jung, rookie. Kinsler, Austin Wells, Carter, Cott, Pee-wee, Luis Angel Acuna, rookie. Rhett Lauder, blue and red. Kobe Mayo, Liberty. The Doc, Liberty. Carson again, blue Velocity. Neighbors, Liberty. Cliff Lee, Velocity. Mo, Optic. Bateman, Lombard Jr., Starlin Caba, and James Tibb III. And that, folks, is going to do it. We've only got one mega box left for next week. As I posted, if anybody wants to do a midweek break of the 2020 Bowman draft jumbo box, that could be something we do midweek. It's 2020 Bowman draft with PCA firsts. So if you guys have been following along some of the pricing and sales of those cards, kind of speaks for itself. There's also the Tyler Soderstrom. Tyler Soderstrom has a first in there, which is he and PCA. PCA is clearly the number one dollar getter, but if you search sold listings, those two guys' names are like dominating the top, 50 listings that you're going to see. All right. With that being said, guys, we don't have anything else on the list for this evening. So with that, I say thank you. Hope you guys go back to having a great rest of your weekend. And for some of you, like Gradeworthy, you have a fantastic start to your vacation, which sounds amazing. All right. Take care, everyone. Good to see you guys, and we will see you soon. If you need anything, you know where to holler, either on Discord or send me a message, all right? Take care, guys, and later.